Welcome everybody, Chris Bills again, and today we're going to talk about how to safely double your money in a short period of time. In this case, 6 months. I'm going to give you a live example of one of our private clients, Mike, and here we go. This is Mike. He came to us back a couple years back in the summer, August, and a retired police officer looking for something different to do, has looked at several different options to make money. He's been trading in short-term day trading and been quite successful at that, but always looking at something interesting. He was looking at real estate a number of years back, specifically down in Florida, and just at the end of the day didn't know exactly how to do it, but certainly could see the opportunity big time, and that's when he came across us, and we showed him the ropes on how to do it safely, securely. And this is what happened. He picked up a place in Fort Myers, in this case 2 duplexes. You can't see the other one, but this is one and there's one in behind. 2 duplexes in Fort Myers. Purchase price $35,000, and yes, that is $35,000 for 2 units. $35,000 with 4 families, 2 in each. At this point, and as you'll see in a moment, they were unrented when he bought them. This is what stops a lot of Canadians. I'm going to show you why this shouldn't be a stopper, and that's the condition. You can see inside, obviously a little bit rough. The last people or whatever, over time, people going in and out of this place certainly have left it in a bit of a mess, but you'll see why that's not a problem. And if you can get into something like this and not let this concern you, there's tremendous value, as you'll see in a moment as well. Some more pictures. You can certainly see that the place is in rough shape and lots of stuff all over, spewed all over the place. Okay, away he goes, his rehab and renovation. In the States, we call it rehab. You always got to be careful with your language because it's easy for the U.S. to pick up on what they call an accent down there for us, but our accent typically is the word A, and that gives us away. Down there, the word renovation isn't known well. The word and term rehab is. So I've got up here rehab for the word that we'd like to use in the States, but renovations is something that we're more familiar with Canada, up here in Canada. Anyway, overall, the renovations, we're going to go through what the renovations were all about, but $85,000 for renovations on both of the units. You can see we have a gentleman here. He's starting to work on the stucco, putting on the first coat of stucco. Here is the part where you're going to start to see why you should not be afraid as a Canadian to go down and pick up something that might not be in the greatest condition. We have 2.5 days work with 3 able-bodied men. You can see what they're doing here. They're trenching. A lot of this is hand dug, but they're trenching out and they're putting in the new water pipes, and they call it the soil pipe down there, but what gets rid of all your gray water from your showers. And they're trenching everything from the side of the house right up to the street. 2.5 days work. 3 able-bodied men, $650. That's ridiculous. Up here, my big guys up here that are working on my flips, I'm paying them $45 an hour. Actually, at first and at one time, I was going to bring down my team to do renovations, but once I found out the price that you can pay for to get a U.S. person working for you, and not just somebody off the street corner. My contractors down there have 25 to 35 years industry experience, and they're charging me $12 an hour. Yes, $12 an hour, which is a little over minimum wage here. But back to this, there's also an operator that's coming with this $650 deal and the Bobcat. 2.5 days work, 3 men, trenching, digging, hard labor for $650. That's ridiculous. Up here, for those of you that know, you can rent a Bobcat from Home Depot up here, and I believe it's $250 for 3 hours just to rent it. And then there's a pickup and a drop-off fee, and there's certainly no operator included. Back to the stucco, it's costing him $1,200 or $1,200 per unit. $2,400 unit in total, and they did an immaculate and super job. You can see the before and after pictures of it. There's before working on one of the coats, the middle coat, and then the finished coat. Nice job, all cleaned up, all painted, ready for rent. And what Mike's done is he's put a big sign up there, and he's got the unit numbers and the phone number, which is his number, which connects to him up here in Canada, and he can get calls for rent. Okay, on the inside, this is what the at least one of the units looked like. You can see the beautiful red color. I don't understand it, but it seems like they always have some kind of a discount on paint down there. But the other thing that I found over time is a lot of Americans work shift work, and not so much in the kitchen, but a lot of them work shift work, and you'll find a lot of the times that the rooms or the bedrooms are painted very dark colors, and that's specifically so people can sleep during the sunlit hours of the day. But anyway, condition-wise, you can see a couple of cabinets in the back, but you'll start to see the renovation. So he's put in some new cabinets here. He's put a new sink top, upper cabinets in there. Appliances are now going in, nice cleaned up. You can see he's got 4 appliances, a nice refrigerator here with hot or cold water and ice. Just nothing fancy. 4-element stove, over the hood microwave, and in the back you can see he has a stackable washer and dryer. The surprising is, again, the cost. If you can see that the cabinets in the kitchen, not a lot, but the cabinets installed plus the countertop plus the sink, everything installed was $825 per unit. And then the appliances, unheard of price down there. Appliances $1,000. Up here you'd pay anywhere between $650 and $750 just for a 2-door refrigerator up here, especially with ice and cold water. Unbelievable prices down there. And that's why don't be afraid to get your hands dirty. The other thing to remember is that you don't have to do the work. There's other people that are doing it, and they're doing it at a wage that it's not worth your time to be doing this at. Bathroom, you can see what the bathroom was like. You can see the tub in there. You can see it's a bit of a mess. That's what it looked like. This is what it looks like now. Nothing fancy. Nice little cabinets in there. At the end of the day, just nice and clean, all nicely tiled, everything in, all ready to go. The finished product, that's what it looked like back when he first got it. And this is what it looks like now. Okay, and there's 2 of them. Again, 2, it's hard to see, but there is another one in the back. He has 2 units now, and they're fully rented. So, fun part too is that if you buy this now, the porch light is included. But here's the most important thing. Let's look at the hard numbers on this. As I said, all-in price when Mike purchased this was $35,000. His total renovation costs were $85,000. He's in this for $120,000. Remember, again, that's 2 units, 2 duplexes, the possibility of 4 rental pieces in there for either family or couples or whatever. The monthly rent on it, he's getting $2,600 a month. $650 times the 4 units is how you get the $2,600 a month. The insurance on the property is $1,900 annually. The property taxes are $1,560 on an annual or yearly basis. And the management fee is $260. Currently, he's managing his own property, but for the sake of example, if you don't want to do that, which I strongly suggest you don't, it costs 10% of the gross rent. So that's where the $260 is. 10% of $2,600 gives you $260. And the net ROI for him on a monthly basis is 21%. Not bad when you're looking at even borrowing money up here at somewhere between 2 to 3 to 4%, and you could get a 21% return. Here's the other part. The appraisal value on this right now is $260,000. So there's the double your money with a 21% 21% return on the money that you've put in. It's more than double in a short period of time, 6 months. He did do some management, and he certainly put some effort into this too. And an incredible deal down there, and there are lots and lots of them down there, certainly more than I can buy myself, and that's why this is out for you. When you bring in the exchange rate currently close to par, when we exchange our money back and forth from Canada to the U.S., there's just a lot of bells and whistles with this. At the end of the day, the average price here in Toronto is close to $750,000 to buy a house. In Vancouver, it's closer to $1 million. It's pretty hard for me to suggest that we buy up here in Toronto or anywhere at this point in Canada. The money should be going south, tremendous value, tremendous rates of return, and this is where we should be looking. So listen, thank you very much for listening in. Please put your comments down, any interest that you have, some of the things that you'd like to see moving forward. I appreciate the ones that you have. Thanks for listening, and this is to success in your real estate endeavors. Thanks for attending.